Hi everybody, I just got done making my last video, which was a tag, and I might do a couple videos today, one, because I'm bored, and two, make up for lost time, I guess, but this video I wanted to discuss my breast reduction I had done. I had a breast reduction back in September 9th, a week before my 30th birthday. Yeah, I'm old, or I'm getting old. The only thing I was told, like, not with the breast reduction, but turning 30, was that I didn't look 30. So, yeah. I think that maybe it's a good thing. It's kind of like a catch, because I don't look my age, which I guess is good, but then doesn't mean I look a lot younger than what I am. Like, yeah, so I don't really know. Hopefully, if I do look younger, when I get older, I will still look younger. I'm crossing my fingers and praying that's the case. But anyway, yes, I had a breast reduction. My boobs, I was a triple D. I had not always been that big up until about 4 years ago, but they were just too. I'm a little person. I'm only 3'9", or 3'7", 3'8". Depends what kind of shoes I have on. Depends on how tall I am. I'm roughly about 119, 118, and it's because they took 1 pound off each boob, I guess. But yeah, I was usually, when I started developing, I was about 6th grade, and developing that young is quite embarrassing if you end up with bigger breasts and stuff. And so by the time I got to high school, my breast size, or cup size, was a 36C, which I know isn't big to some people, but me being I was really tiny, short obviously, but like really skinny and stuff, and so it looked big on my frame. And let me tell you, I had no idea what big was until 4 years ago, when they started getting bigger. And then it's like, oh my god, these things are getting huge. So yes, I got 2 triple D, double D, triple D, either way, they were way too big for me. And so, my boyfriend wasn't too thrilled, or my fiance wasn't too happy that I had it done, but he's a man, and he didn't have to carry him around, so I really didn't care. But, I had the surgery done. I went in September 9th. Yeah, I got lost getting to the hospital and stuff. My mom came with me, and my fiance came with me, and I was kind of nervous because, a lot of you probably don't even know, I've had, being a little person, especially with the diagnosis I have, which is dystrophic dysplasia disorder, dystrophic dysplasia dwarfism, that's what it is, dystrophic dysplasia dwarfism, which is the same form that Matt Roloff has on Little People Big World. And so, yeah, it's one of the more debilitating forms. But so I've had a bunch of orthopedic surgeries, mainly on my legs and my knees and my feet. And the last major surgery I had was a spinal fusion. So having a breast reduction done was probably the most noticeable one I was going to have. I mean, to me, it was going to be the most noticeable because everybody knew me as having big boobs. And, which I was not happy about at all. But I went in, I had it done. I wanted to stay overnight, because first my surgeon didn't even want to do it in a hospital. She wanted to do it at an outpatient surgery center. And I'm like, I'm sorry, no. It's not going to happen like that, because I have intubation issues, meaning, you have to be really careful. With me anyway, they have to be careful with their anesthesia and, getting the intubation tube in and all that kind of stuff. And I figured the last time I had a major surgery, which was my spinal fusion, my lung deflated or my lung collapsed, and I woke up with a breathing tube. And being 11, that was really traumatic, waking up with a tube. So I did not want to risk that happening, and me being in a surgery center and not a hospital. And so she finally agreed to it. Like I said, I know she didn't want to, but she agreed to it. And so I had it done. It went really, really well. And going back to the room, once I fully woke up, I felt great. I wasn't in any pain. I woke up with drains. I had 2 drains, but no pain. I loved how they looked. Now, I could only see them with a surgical bra on. I didn't get in there and look, but I just felt so much lighter. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, I felt, for a second, I felt like I had no boobs whatsoever. I'm like, oh shit, this is bad. Crap, this is really bad. I don't think I have boobs. And she assured me, or actually, the funny thing is I didn't see her after my surgery, which was kind of weird. My fiance saw her, but no one else saw her. Or my mom and fiance saw her, but I didn't see her. So the nurse calmed me down and said, yes, you do have boobs under there. It's not what you're used to. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And so I ended up staying till about 6. Stayed till about 6. Went home. My fiance took the day off of work, which I was really against, because with this economy, you can't afford to miss a day of work and all that kind of stuff, but I let it slide, and he took the day off. And then, so he took care of me that night, and I was really surprised because I thought it was going to be a lot. I wouldn't be able to do anything after surgery because they're like, oh, you can't wear regular clothes, shirts, your arms, you can't raise your arms, you can't do anything. And I figured out early on I could raise my arms. I just couldn't. Well, they say you can't raise them up all the way above your head, and honestly, this is about as far as I can get mine anyway. So, that didn't apply to me. I could wear any kind of shirt I wanted to wear because my arms didn't go up too far enough for it to hurt me. So I felt that was like a personal win for me. So yeah, I held up really nicely. I was kind of concerned at first because underneath how they did mine was they cut around the areola and cut it smaller, which I never thought my areola was that big to begin with, but I guess they cut it smaller. So they cut around there, went underneath the breast, and the little, like, the anchor, the lollipop anchor. So, but yeah, underneath, it was gathered, and I think it took me 2 days. It might have took me 2 days before I had the balls, excuse me, to actually look at myself. I was like, okay. So when I finally did, I'm like, oh my gosh, they are so freaking perky. Hard as a rock, but they're perky. And I was like, that's what I wanted. Like, I had not had perky boobs ever since I started getting boobs, pretty much. But either way, my healing has been really, really good. I haven't had any holes. The only thing that has happened that I don't like, which is really common, I spit a stitch, which means an internal stitch, or dissolvable stitch that didn't dissolve all the way. So that started coming out, and that did kind of hurt. Like, I think I got this maybe 3 weeks post-op. But, yeah, 3 weeks post-op, and they cut it down, and, but I've noticed since now, I told her I wanted to go down to a B, and she looked at me kind of funny when I said I wanted to go down to a B, and I told her I used to have C's. I didn't like them. They were too big for my body. I want smaller than what I had. So she's like, okay, we'll do that. And so I'm a C now. I think I'm a C, but I don't think they're done not being swollen, I guess. I don't think they've gone down all the way that they're supposed to go down. But the only thing I do notice is my right is a little more full. So I think my right one was bigger anyway, but I think my right one's still a little bit bigger than the left. Like I said, I don't know if the swelling went down. Let me think, what else? They've filled out more. I mean, you can still push them up, but I technically don't like going without a bra. And a bra, I mean, I wear these things that look like tank tops, like the top of a tank top, but it goes underneath your breasts or whatever. So I wear those. I haven't tried really wearing a bra yet, because I'm not really sure how long you're supposed to wait. But I try to wear the little tank bra because I'm so used to not being able to go without a bra, because I feel when I would go without a bra, I felt trashy, or just I didn't like the way it looked when I did not have a bra on. So I think even though they're up higher, and that, you know, it's okay for me to go without a bra, I'm still kind of iffy on doing it. But yeah, other than that, it went really well. Healing went really well. Pain, I was off of pain meds in a week, because I only had a week of pain medicine, but I really didn't even need it that much. My drains were in for 5 days, and that was only because I couldn't get back to the hospital, or her office, in the 3 days, so it ended up being 5, but drains were fine, and they really didn't even hurt that much coming out. So yeah, that's all I can think of. If you have any questions or comments, or just something I didn't cover with it, please let me know or ask me, and I'll tell you anything you want to know, or maybe I forgot something and you're curious, just let me know. So yeah, that was my breast reduction experience. I will say this, and the only thing I regret about it, like, I don't regret anything, but this one thing that I do regret, honestly, is that I did not do it sooner. I really wish I would have done this sooner. And the thing is, my insurance, I went to get it last year and was denied, and waited a year and went again, and this time they approved it. But yeah, I really wish I would have done it sooner, because I think it seriously impacted my life in a positive way, because I mean, I just feel like a new person, and I like my feeling. I like the feeling I have now, and I'm more confident, and I think I just carry myself differently now. And so yeah, so I mean, if it's something you're thinking about doing and you feel it's right for you, I'm not saying every woman with large breasts should have a breast reduction. It's really up to you, but I am telling you that it's worth it. It's really worth it. And yeah. So going from a triple D or double D down to a B-ish is awesome. It's really awesome. But this video is already almost 14 minutes long, so I will stop it. But anyway, thank you for listening and watching, and so comment and subscribe, and if there's anything else you want to see me talk about, message me. And yeah, and if anything, if you've had one, message me or comment and let me know if you have a breast reduction story. If you have a breast reduction story, so I can see your story, because I think it's kind of fascinating seeing other women who've had it. So yeah, thank you very much, and I hope you guys have a nice night.